Democrat activist judges are getting together and trying to fire Alina Habba, one of Trump's appointments, and his former lawyer in many of those Letitia James, E. Jean Carroll cases. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the Happy Patriots are. Shout out to the Quad Club. If you watch all 4 videos, then you're all the way to the end. Then you're helping keep the lights on here. It's like paying me money. And all you got to do is watch. So thank you guys. Hope you guys have subscribed. That's how you say thank you. Here's Democrat activist judges are trying to fire Alina Habba as U.S. attorney right now.
Well, that's the point. I can't get in front of the full Senate if Hakeem Jeffries is making comments like that and directing my senators, Cory Booker and Andy Kim, to not allow me to get in front of Senate, which is passing a blue slip. They have not only not met with me, they have not even, Sean, spoken to me once in their life. And it wasn't until today, after the vote, which I still do not know the results, that I got an email from Cory Booker. I don't think that's a coincidence.
15 out of 17 district judges in New Jersey were appointed by Obama and Biden, and they can vote her out of the seat. That's according to Mike Davis, who we respect a lot, and we're going to give him a little time here on the Steve Bannon Show. Here's the details. Watch this.
Mike, explain to the audience what's going on, because this is quite confusing situation. She's there on an interim basis, I guess, an acting basis, been doing a great job. How is she being removed by these kind of radical neo-Marxist judges, federal judges in New Jersey, working with Hakeem Jeffries, sir?
Yes, U.S. attorneys are generally nominated by the president in consultation with the home state senators through the blue slips, where the home state senators have a veto over the U.S. attorney nomination because they want to be able to hand select the prosecutor who would prosecute their corruption case, the district court judge who would oversee their corruption case, and the U.S. marshal that would escort them to prison. But that's not going away. That's been around for over 100 years. That's nonsense called the blue slip. But regardless, the president, through his attorney general, can appoint a U.S. attorney for 120 days. We saw this with Judge Jeanine Pirro in D.C. We saw this with Alina Habba in New Jersey. We saw this with other U.S. attorneys around the country. And
Jeanine Pirro had the vote, so they let her through. Near unanimous. I mean, she did very well. Alina Habba does not have the vote.
Back to the White House soon. Federal judges in the District of New Jersey have declined to extend Alina Habba's appointment as interim U.S. attorney. President Trump appointed Habba to the position on March the 24th. Interim U.S. attorneys are only allowed to serve for 120 days if they are not either confirmed by the U.S. Senate or extended indefinitely by the district court in their jurisdiction.
So even though she's been temp appointed by Trump, then she has, I think it's 90 days before her temp appointment is up, and it's coming right up, and they're going to try and, Democrats are going to try and counter.
After that 120-day appointment, if the U.S. attorney is not nominated and confirmed by the Senate, there's a statute, I think it's unconstitutional, but there's a statute that lets the district court judges in the district where the U.S. attorney rules, they get a pick. They get a vote to pick whether the U.S. attorney stays or goes. In the past, this is generally that these judges have generally been very deferential to the attorney general and the president because this is a U.S. attorney. It's the chief law enforcement officer of that district. Well, we're seeing a precedent set in this Trump 47 administration where these Democrats activist judges, whether they're in New York or now New Jersey, are trying to fire these U.S. attorneys. They're voting to fire. In New Jersey, there are 17 district court judges. 15 of them are appointed by Barack Obama and Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, that's all you have to know, guys, remember, they're going to call Trump's appointment of Alina Habba a political move, which it's not. This was normal things. They would give deference to the AG and to the president on this, to the Department of Justice, to allow them to pick whoever they wanted. And in the past, there were all kinds of Democrat quacks that the Republicans went along with, just said, look, you won the election. We're not going to fight this. For the first time, this is brand new precedent by the Democrats to politicize this event. Now, they're going to blame Trump for politicizing it by picking Alina Habba, but she's normal. She's fine. And then now, and because Democrats have had more politicized people than an Alina Habba that they have appointed that we approved. So now they're going to set a new precedent. That's why I like what Mike Davis is saying here. This is the new way that things go. So just remember this, next time a Democrat appoints one of these judges and all of the Republicans go against it, because this is where the precedent is beginning. They're starting a brand new tradition that this is yet another place where an attorney is politicized by what party you're on, no matter how capable you are of doing the job.
10 o'clock this morning, right now, they're meeting to decide to vote whether to get rid of Alina Habba. And this is after House Democrat leader Hakeem Jeffries posted a post on X a couple days ago calling for these 17 New Jersey District Court judges to get rid of Alina Habba.
This far-right extremist group that I've never heard of filed this ethics complaint right here, alleging that I somehow abused my power by speaking the truth about Donald Trump's so-called U.S. attorney in New Jersey. Let me be clear about my opinions relative to Alina Habba. That's the U.S. attorney right now in New Jersey. She is woefully unqualified and is a political hack. Alina Habba, you are a complete and total disgrace. I don't give a damn about this so-called ethics complaint. It means nothing to me. It is frivolous. It was filed by pettifoggers who perhaps themselves should be disbarred. We will not be intimidated. Get lost.
And the reason? Because Alina Habba indicted a House Democrat member who allegedly assaulted federal immigration officers. So this is purely political by Hakeem Jeffries. So I just last night filed a House ethics complaint from the Article 3 project against Hakeem Jeffries because he is trying to get these 17 New Jersey federal judges to violate their judicial ethics. Canons 2, 3, and 5 of the Code of Conduct for United States judges makes it illegal for judges to make the political considerations that Hakeem Jeffries has urged them to make by firing U.S. Attorney Alina Habba because she brought an indictment against a Democrat House member for allegedly assaulting a federal ICE agent. So we'll see what happens today. That ethics complaint's going to go against Hakeem Jeffries. That's in the process. And I would say to these 17 district court judges in New Jersey, if they follow Hakeem Jeffries' recommendation and fire U.S. Attorney Alina Habba today, they will also face judicial misconduct complaints, 17 of them from the Article 3 project.
Well, and I say forget those. I say we use the Republican majority to go out and fire every appointment that's ever been made, these attorney generals, by any Democrat. You have to go through and remove them all according to political preferences. Okay, here's a little follow-up from Loomer on the background of this whole scam. Okay, this should give you a little more enlightenment on exactly what Hakeem Jeffries is doing by trying to remove Alina Habba. This is by Charles Downs. LaMonica McIver assaults an ICE agent. So this is about, remember, the Democrats that are assaulting ICE agents, the lady who got removed. Alina Habba charges McIver with a crime, and then Hakeem Jeffries responds by attempting to get Habba fired. Clearly, congressional Democrats love supporting open borders. So now you see the backstory on why this is all just Hakeem Jeffries getting revenge for Alina Habba going after Democrats who assaulted ICE agents. Here's Laura Loomer.
Good morning, Congresswoman. Will you issue a heartfelt apology for assaulting that ICE agent outside Newark the other day? Do you think it's appropriate behavior for members of Congress to assault ICE agents?
And that's it. Okay, here's Laura Ingraham on another sign that Alina Habba is doing the right thing. Obama pressed IC to find Russia collusion. Now Jeffries trying to coerce judges to block her as U.S. attorney. All corrupt. We're going to keep going up here. This is another good one. Alina Habba is not just the top pick. She's New Jersey's pick. She's already begun prosecuting criminals, which is exactly what we expect from our U.S. attorney. I hope the judges make the just and proper decision, says Digigal. Here's a scoop. President Trump has full confidence in Alina Habba, the deputy U.S. attorney general, and has told New Jersey U.S. District Court Chief Judge Renee Bum, B-U-M-B, goodness. The call from DOJ to the judge came in advance of the judicial meeting this Monday morning a.m. Here's Alina Habba on this video.
For him. I met his parents, his mom, and his aunt the other day. But like I said, that individual
There's a U.S. Marshal code on.
I wanted that case. I will do the same for every case. I understand frustrations. You guys go to cases, you go get them, and then we come in and we say, oh, it's not enough strong enough case. We're going to make cases up.
Talking about how they set up cases against illegals. This is just her doing her job, busting illegal aliens, helping ICE agents, and probably stopping even some of the corrupt Democrat attorneys. And that's why Hakeem Jeffries is targeting Alina Habba.
Why do I suspect that it's not going to be favorable to you, considering the people that would be voting on this are Obama judges? I would expect it to be political. I hope I'm wrong. I assume you expect the same.
I hope you're wrong, too. That's our country is better than that, Sean. That is why we
you've
fought
done a
hard.
great
Our
job.
country is better than this. We are supposed to have it. Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
It's unfair. I think you've done a great job.
What do you guys think? Does this work? Even if she gets canned, she's going to find a better job. Anyways, Trump will just appoint her to something even higher. I'm Doug in Exile. Shout out to the Quad Club.